Haiti is on the verge of the abyss. Now, that's the language the United Nations is now using as heavily armed gangs expand their control of the country. Haitian human rights groups say armed groups control at least 60% of the capital, Port-au-Prince, and the surrounding areas. They're also warning rape is increasingly being used as a weapon. Well, in the first 6 months of this year, the UN has documented this: 934 killings in the capital, 680 kidnappings. Most of the victims were not directly involved in gangs. They were directly targeted by armed groups. The violence has escalated since the assassination of the country's sitting president, Jovenel Moïse. That was in July of 2021. And that's a crime for which no one has yet been put on trial in Haiti. Our senior international correspondent, Orla Guerin, sent this special report from the Haitian capital. I should warn you, her report contains some distressing material.
This is gang territory in Port-au-Prince, almost as far as the eye can see. But it seems the world isn't looking. And the Haitian capital has become a gangster's paradise. It's morning in a middle-class suburb. Minutes after a shootout, a show of force by the police. But usually it's the gangs who call the shots. There are over 100 armed groups in the city, instilling fear and silence. Well, police are still searching the scene here. There's an AK-47 on the ground and some ammunition. There are also drops of blood. Now, this is an armoured car. Police say they were tracking it for about 2 weeks. They say it was being used by a kidnap gang. It's about 8 in the morning here, and morning and evening rush hours are peak time for the kidnappers.
There was a battle with police officers and the bad guys. One of them died, and we got the vehicle, and this is one of the weapons the bad guys had in their hands.
Do they have many armoured vehicles, the kidnappers?
I don't know. There are plenty. I'm sure there are plenty.
Nearby, the body of an alleged gang member. The police told us we stopped them today. Across town, Francois St. Clair has just been patched up at a trauma hospital run by Doctors Without Borders. He saw gunmen holding up 2 cars in front of his. When he tried to get away, he got a bullet in the arm. Have you ever thought that the violence is so bad here that you would like to leave Haiti?
Oh, 10,000 fois.
10,000 times, he tells me. I can't even call my mum to tell her what happened to me because she's getting older. In the end, the way things are, it's better to leave if you can. Claudette is another recent victim of the gangs. She was hit by a stray bullet and lost her leg. I don't know how I'll manage, she says. I can't run and walk the way I used to. She worries she will never marry now. Gang warfare often erupts here in broad daylight. Why not? Gunmen are in league with corrupt politicians and have some police on the payroll. That's according to human rights campaigners who say the gangs of Port-au-Prince have no limits. There are many here with stories that are harrowing to tell and to hear, like this man. His neighbourhood is controlled by a gang whose rivals came on a killing spree. For his safety, we are not naming the area or the armed group involved.
I was in the house and I was so scared, I was shaking. I didn't know what to do. They mostly kill young men. My wife took me and hid me under the bed and covered me with piles of clothes. And my nephew was hiding in the wardrobe.
Soon the gunmen were in his house. When his nephew ran from his hiding place, they chased him and killed him.
What hurts me the most is that when I was under the bed, I couldn't see, but I could hear the men raping my wife. They were raping her, and I was under the bed, and I could say nothing.
There are things you would never wish on anyone, he says. His wife is now pregnant, and they don't know if he is the father. He tells us Haiti has been erased from their hearts. Some police here are risking their lives, trying to make the streets safe. But others have actually formed their own gang. And Haiti's weak and tainted government is accused of looking the other way as the crisis deepens. Orla Guerin, BBC News, Port-au-Prince.